Hello everyone, and welcome to another royal reading here at MadWorldTarot. And apologies for my absence yesterday. We're in the eye of the storm here where I live in the Western Cape. We had a very wild winter storm that passed through, and it left in quite a lot of destruction in its wake. Flooding, wind damage, very serious flooding, very serious wind damage. It's knocked down our power grid. I wanted to do a reading yesterday, but it was just too chaotic. There was too much going on, and sound and fury. And as I say, we're without power at the moment, have been for a couple of days, and it looks like it's going to carry on for at least another day. But I'm back. I'm taking the calm moment to catch up with readings. More storms coming apparently in the next few days. We're having a wild winter here. It's a wild world out there. And anyway, here at MadWorldTarot, we have the Wandering Star Tarot on the tarot table. I don't think I've used this little tarot deck for a while, but I'm going to look at a story that popped up on Harry Markle's blog. I'm sure many of you who follow this channel also follow Harry Markle. A rather strange tale that a lot of people are saying she's really lost the plot, jumped the shark, whatever. But I want to check in, I want to check the energy around the story. It involves Travelist, Prince Harry's, what shall we call it, ethical? I don't think that's the right word. Travel company. Nobody's quite sure what Travalyst is about, what it's going to do. But apparently it's had new staff, it's got a new management structure. New people brought in. Harry Markle claims that the company is now being run on the quiet by Buckingham Palace. That has been brought into Buckingham Palace as part of King Charles's plan to rehab Prince Harry when he finally leaves the wife and goes back to the UK. This is according to Harry Markle, and this is part of King Charles's plan to rebuild Harry's image. And his plan is to make Travalyst the travel arm or branch of Earthshot. That is, of course, the environmental award set up by Prince William a few years ago. Is doing very well. I think we're in our third year of Earthshot now, next to be seen in Singapore later this year. And so I want to know what's going on. Using the Wandering Star Tarot, I'm going to do a reading, have a look at how true this is, what's going on with Travelist. Has it been taken over basically by people at Buckingham Palace? Is it part of King Charles's plan to rebuild Harry's reputation? Is it going to be tied or already being tied to Earthshot? Oops, its relationship with Earthshot? And how William and Catherine feel about this. I wouldn't be so pleased if I were them. If there's any truth to this story, of course, I would be rather disgruntled. But William does seem to be quite forgiving, upset and yet forgiving in the readings that I do on him. So we're going to look at that, how Harry feels about that, and then the outcome, just whatever universe wants to tell us about this, as I say, rather wild tale. So remind you, as I shuffle these cards, they do seem to be quite lively already, that we deal with tarot here for fun and entertainment. It's all my opinion, it's all speculation. I read on energy here, archetypal energy, because it involves the royal family, and yeah, we're good to go now. And disclaimer in the box below, knocking all the little letters that I've got here. Please read it, form your own opinion about everything. Note the copyright to MadWorldTarot. And it's good to be back at the tarot table after absolute chaos. I have to say, it's been really quite bad. But we're all fine. Everyone, community pulls together. That's what happens in little communities. You go through the good and the bad together. It's always good to do that. Let's see what's going on here. I'll explain the cards as I go through them. We managed to get them all in. Sketch them down a bit. Sketch them down. I'm out of practice with laying tarot cards on the tarot table. After one miss, we got the Lovers. Haha. There's a partnership. There it is. There's our underlying energy. Partnerships, it doesn't have to be a romantic partnership. The Lovers, it's just It can be a business partnership. It can be Earthshot and Travalyst forced to cohabit, love, harmony, union in a business union. It's what we're talking about. It's exactly what we're talking about, and major arcana of a partnership has come up. Gemini season as well. The lovers is, of course, the twins. It's Gemini season right now, and it could be why this story has popped up or become noticeable, being discussed. It's also about choices, the lovers, and where you choose to put your energy, who you choose to sign up with. Very, very interesting, very powerful card, that. And we're in the energy, that's for sure. When you get an underlying energy that backs up the story, we know what we're talking about, has some validity to it, or has energy associated with it, that is confirming kind of energy. So the overall situation, please, what is going on? We've got the Eight of Swords in reverse, somebody liberating themselves from a mental trap, from anxiety, frustration, feeling trapped, as you can see the little keywords around this card. The person there in the trap, blindfolded, can't see their way out, but the card has come out in the reverse. That means that somebody is gaining a perspective. It's a bit Hanged Man, the Eight of Swords. Somebody is seeing possibilities, has a new vision, has a new idea, has an idea of how they can live their lives differently with the Eight of Swords in reverse, how they can liberate themselves, how they can leave California and head back to the UK. Ooh. It's happening. It's happening. I'm getting anxious as I say that. I'm not feeling remotely anxious, despite the wild weather. Not feeling anxious. Personally, got no reason to feel anxious, but I'm feeling very anxious as I say that. I think this is Harry's energy of the anxiety around having to make that decision and leave, or be kicked out. We're not quite sure. We're going to have a little look in the next reading if we have time, if there is still light in the ring light, to have a look. Anyway, I just want to know generally now what the situation is with Travelist. How is it doing? I've got the Queen of Wands in reverse. Always, first of all, I have to say with the Queen of Wands, that's Megan's energy, fire sign woman, Leo in reverse. But it's never really had much to do with her. She could have taken her energy away from it if she ever had any interest in it. But it really was always portrayed as Harry's project. So I don't really get that it's her energy there. I'm more getting the idea that there isn't any passion around it. There isn't any leadership. There isn't any inspiration. It is quite a feminine energy, Travelist, and I don't mean that in terms of women. I mean that in terms of yin and yang energy. Just in terms of its concept and its partnership, it is all about partnerships with, I've forgotten who's involved. I think it's Visa and Booking.com and all of those people. It's a not a coalition, that's the wrong word, but that sort of thing. It's a grouping of companies coming together, which is quite a female thing. It's hard to see who's actually directing it, what it's all really about. And I'm making a mess. I'm digging a deeper and deeper hole for myself and talking about female energy, but it's more collaborative than directed as far as I can see. But it's lacking that energy of somebody who is really focused and committed to it right now, focused on it, committed to it, with the Queen of Wands in reverse. Somebody has lost their passion for it. It's a very simple way of saying what I've been making a mess of trying to say. So has it been taken up by Buckingham Palace? Has it been quietly? I got the Nine of Cups, and the Nine of Cups is optimism, joy, happiness. It's more than that. The Nine of Cups for me, it's about what you really want, what makes you, what you desire. It's something that you believe in, something that you aspire to. It's your wishes, your dreams. If it has been brought in, it's been brought in because it's believed that it's something that will make Harry happy. He's not happy over here, Queen of Wands in reverse, whether it's because she herself is angry and unhappy and has removed from him. We're not really talking about that. He's lost his passion for it. Bring it back And maybe later on it's something that he can feel fulfilled by. So it's not telling me royal family, it's not telling me Buckingham Palace, 9 of Cups, no, but it's telling me almost that it's being saved for him. He's lost his passion for it right now, but here, we'll give it back to you later on when you've got yourself out of this trap that you're in currently. Here, it'll be ready and waiting for you, all nice and shiny and new for you, with new management, new structure. We're keeping it going, and here is something for you that will give you purpose and meaning and all of that stuff. That's how I'm reading that card. Is King Charles busy with plans to rebuild Harry's reputation? Right now, we keep looking at this, the Death card, which is literally the King, the Scorpio King. There's the Death card. It's transformation, new beginnings, change, endings. That's literally the Death card. It's come up in the reverse. So in the reverse is something not changing, something not ending, something not transforming. So the same old, somebody who's stuck in a situation, unlike this 8 of Swords, where somebody has got themselves out of a situation that they feel very fearful in, very confused, very lost, very alone, very helpless, really. Here we've got the King himself has shown up in his major arcana, but not ending a situation, not cutting ties. So I think it's an indirect way of saying, yes, he is going to try and do this while he is still king. He wants to protect, has been really from his own self and from this Queen of Wands, just my opinion, of course, and make a way back for him, something that he really likes, give him something that can give him meaning and purpose. And there it is, not ending a situation that should really be ended. Everybody else around, I'm sure, is saying, don't do it. We're going to check later how William and Catherine feel about this. But the King himself, Scorpios, I'm a Scorpio, I know this, when Scorpios decide to do a thing, even if it's a very stupid thing that everyone else tells them don't do, they will do it, particularly if it involves helping someone that they think deserves one last chance or 25 last chances, and everyone else is saying, get rid of them, toss them overboard. Scorpio will give them those 25 last chances and then rue the day. That is coming from a Scorpio. So there it is. Is Earthshot going to be linked to Travalyst? Are the two going to be forced into some kind of union? Oh dear. We got the Moon, and that is your shadow. It is about things that are clouded and confused, things that you might doubt the wisdom of, things that are hidden, secretive, not the wisest things, I have to say also, because you're not seeing clearly. You're acting from a place of fear and suspicion. I'd say that there is potential in here, but it's something that is causing a lot of doubt, confusion, resistance. People saying, no, I'm not happy with this. If this agenda is being forced through by the Death energy in reverse, then it's being resisted. People are not convinced about it at all. They have their doubts. They're expressing their doubts, or even just among themselves expressing their doubts. They don't like it. So this is not a happy energy. It's not a Pentacles energy of building something solid together. It's very much in the realm of mystery and confusion. And really, is this a good idea? I don't think so. How do William and Catherine feel about this? William in particular, how does he feel about it? He hates this idea. He hates it with a blind passion. The devil. He hates it. It's forcing him back into a union with someone he views as absolutely toxic and destructive. Normally the devil shows the devil himself, and there's a couple who are chained together, chained to the devil. So it's about a toxic situation that you cannot liberate yourself from. It's about obsession, it's about treachery, it's about drinking and addiction and lying and anger and everything like that. So he is saying, over my dead body, I cannot stand this guy. He has betrayed me. He's betrayed my wife. And now you are trying to force us into some sort of collaboration with the lovers here that is so toxic and so destructive, and will be so destructive to what I have built up. Why are you doing this? Very interesting energy. How does Harry feel about this? This is something Harry wants. Even knows about. 5 of Wands, and not happy about it either. William is enormous resistance to this, and resentment and anger. Devil has got a lot of anger in it, a lot of anger about being associated. And it's interesting that it's a female energy that's come through there, because of course we all know that things went south where that woman was met, the wife, by Harry, and things went south. They were going south, but they were manageable. But the 5 of Wands is Harry's energy, how he views it. Competition, debate, defense. It says in this card, it is basically competition. Competing with people who are close to you. Competing for attention, for dominance, fighting. It's a fighting card, and it's fighting with people who are very close to you. And it's fighting to see who comes out on top. So look at them. These are the 2 brothers. There they are, facing off. And he views this as, well, I'm not going to do it if William's the one in charge and I'm the spare again, and I get one less sausage in the small bedroom and I don't get the view. We're back there. We're back in their childhoods, their boyhoods. It's come around full circle, because the Scorpio can't let this mess go. Scorpio needs to let the mess go. It's time to let messes go, Scorpio, especially in the Gemini season. Just saying. William is so opposed to this. Harry doesn't want it either, unless he can somehow dominate, unless Travalyst gets the main billing and Earthshot gets, also starring. Wow. What a mess. Outcome. What are we going to get? We're going to get the 3 of Swords in reverse. This is somebody who's trying to overcome heartache and betrayal, heartbreak, sorrow, grief. It's in reverse. There's 3 in this situation: Charles, William, Harry, because she's gone, the Queen of Wands. We're going to see where she's gone in the next reading, hopefully. But some attempt to patch this mess up is going to be made, only because he wants it, the father wants it, while he's still around, while he's still in charge. He wants to sort these 2 out, so that he can feel that he's fixed this mess. I've got this energy before. And here we are again with it. This is not a happy outcome. 3 of Swords in reverse. It also has the potential for more backstabbing and betrayal and heartache down the road. So I'm with William on this one. This is my opinion. Of course, I think it's a devilish situation. I would not want to be chained to this person who has been so treacherous. But we're going to have to watch this situation. It does seem as if there is some confirming energy in this reading for what Harry Markle put out in her blog. So not completely mad, as far as I can tell. That, of course, is just my opinion. And as I say, we're going to have to watch this space. Thank you for watching this space, and I'll get on with the next reading now.